I got you.
All right, creatures of the night, Alex Doriot here with another special edition just exclusively for the YouTube channel here on Talking Taker. A little digging up the dead man, another new addition to the Talking Taker figure and memorabilia collection here. A very fun one, very special one. We're going to open it up real quick here. The Undertaker Wubble Rumbler. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to pop this bad boy open and blow it up and play with this guy. Of course, I've been on the lookout for this thing. I was thinking about it yesterday. I just picked it up yesterday at Target. Just kind of stumbled across it. But this thing's been out for like over a year now. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I have never seen it in the store. I knew I wanted it as soon as I saw these things because it cracked me up. Just the name of it and the toy itself. I knew I wanted to get these things, so I've been on the lookout for them. I actually had forgotten about them and had quit looking for them. But it just happened to be in Target yesterday, and I went to the electronics section. That's what I was looking for, something in the electronics section. And I popped over there in Target. Near the electronics, they have like the Funkos and NECA stuff and the adult collectible stuff. And I don't normally look over there because there's there's never any wrestling stuff over there. And it wasn't on that shelf, but it was right across from it. It looked like a clearance shelf. Just had a bunch of random stuff. And 3 of these Wubble Rumblers. You had the Undertaker, Randy Orton, and Roman Reigns, I believe, on the shelf. And like I did a double take and picked it up and knew I had to have it. Wasn't on clearance, but that's all right. I was just happy I stumbled across it. And actually tweeted about it and asked a couple of my fellow Taker collectors, Randy Turco and Collecting Deadman, if they had one of these. Collecting Deadman, aka Steven Zeman, he replied and said he did have one. And Randy said he had never seen one in the stores. Steven said to actually look on the pool toy aisle. And Randy went to Target later that night. Lo and behold, one of these bad boys was on the pool toy aisle in Target, which, you know, it's an inflatable. I guess you could play with it in the pool, but that's not really what it's meant for. As you can see here on the box, it's actually sort of a modern version or a new generation version of like a wrestling buddy, like our classic wrestling buddies that we had as a kid. You know, the Hogan, the Macho. In fact, I'll grab mine. Should have started out the video right here with this guy, but this is my childhood wrestling buddy, my Hulk Hogan wrestling buddy. So many great memories playing with this guy. And I literally remember the Christmas I got him. I think I was 5 or 6 years old, and one of the best Christmas presents I've ever had. And to this day, no wrestling company, no figure company, no toy company has ever made a better version of this. I mean, something about the size, the weight, the durability, the playability of these things, nothing has ever matched up to what these guys were. And you know, sadly there were only 2 series of them back in the day, back in the 90s. Undertaker never got one of these, but he does have a Wubble Rumbler, so we're gonna check that out. He also has this. I thought I'd get this down here for comparison as well. This Nightmare Fuel, this Jack's bone crunching buddy. You can hear it. Maybe. I don't know if that's showing up on there. Yeah, it should show up. The bone crunching buddy, sort of their version of this buddy, but this is, it's called a buddy, so you're comparing it to this wrestling buddy, but as you can see here, I mean, it's not even half, maybe, you know, like 2/5 of the size of one of these actual wrestling buddies. You can't do the same stuff with this guy that you can with this. You can't play it, you can't body slam it and leg drop it as a kid with this thing unless you're maybe like 2 years old. Nobody's playing with this. Nobody's putting this in their kids' nursery. I'm certainly not putting it in my newborn baby's nursery. She'll be talking to her therapist about that one day. This thing's terrifying, but I actually found this in a thrift store a couple years ago and knew I had to have it just because of how terrible it is. But let's see if this Wubble Rumbler lives up to anything. I'm going to unpack it and blow it up here. Of course, you can see on the back of the package, I don't know that they've ever even released all of these. Looks like they were supposed to have a Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, of course, Roman, Big E. That Stone Cold one's pretty great. I don't know if that actually ever came out. If it did, then I know the Bottom Line guys, Mike and JV from the Bottom Line Wrestling Cast. I hope they've got one of those. Let's take this out of the package and open it up. But yeah, I don't even know if they've released all of those. I don't know that they were super successful. Got some instructions here, so I'm going to check these out here. And I will speed this video up as I try to put this thing together. Oh man, I can already tell this is sizable. I mean, just unblown up. Ooh, take a look at this. I can't even get it fully in the shot. All right. Nice, hefty, sizable product. It's not going to fit on my shelf back here. I'm going to have to find another spot for it once I get it blown up. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see like the playability of this, because obviously it's a blow-up toy. You know, it's an inflatable toy, but it's supposed to be something that you can wrestle with and play around. It's supposed to be durable. And I will be kind of shocked if it's actually as durable as one of these bad boys. But I'll give it a shot. I'm going to look at these instructions real quick, and I'll come right back once I get this guy blown up. Okay, so got the nozzle here, and I'm supposed to put the nozzle in the back of here, following the instructions. I'm going to point it down towards the legs of the rumbler, like it says here. Okay. And then we're just going to start blowing and get this thing going. There it goes. See you back in a few minutes. Okay, it's not actually taking nearly as long as I thought it would. This is way easier than like blowing up a beach ball or something, anything else inflatable. It's pretty much done. Couple more puffs. Yeah, I think he's good to go. So use the nozzle, and now it says to whack them. Let's take a look. It says valve design is made to allow air to escape during play for safety reasons. If your rumbler deflates, just add more with the nozzle. So that's pretty cool. I mean, you'll play with it a little bit, the air will deflate, and then you just blow it back up again. And it was actually so easy. Like, this is perfect for kids. Like, you don't even need mom or dad to help you out with this. You just pop it in there and blow it up again real quick. So that's pretty neat. And it is a little bit more durable than you know, your basic plastic, but this is awesome. Look at this. It's got you know, it's got the XT symbol like on my hat. It's on his pants. He's got his belt buckle. You got his tattoos on there on Deadman. And let's see here, man. You could punch him. Oh, you could body slam him. You give him the tombstone right here. Boom! Or choke slam the dead man. Oh yeah, and I mean, I don't feel any air popping out of there. It's like one of those little bop 'em, sock 'em buddies that I remember that were out there as a kid, sort of like punching bags and things like that you could play with. I'm hitting them pretty hard, and you know, nothing's happening. This is awesome. This is light years better than this bone crunching buddy. Look at how massive it is compared to it. I thought this was going to be so much smaller, and now I'm going to have to display this Undertaker is like 2 feet tall, man. He's like half my size. His head's as big as mine. This is great. Oh man, this is awesome. Even as an adult collector, this is really, really cool. Here it is in comparison with the Hulkster. So I mean, he's a good head. Oh man, probably twice the size of this Hulk Hogan wrestling buddy. So yeah, I mean, I can imagine being 7 or 8 years old and getting a lot of playability out of this guy. So if you've got kids out there that are into wrestling and you see one of these on the shelf, absolutely pick one of these up. It was $15.99. It is worth it. Go look for it online. I think your kids would get a lot of playability out of this guy. Getting him sleeper holds and choke slams. You could do little wrestling matches, and man, like I said, I loved doing that as a kid. I was an only child, so I didn't have anybody to wrestle with and to do those sort of things with. So having one of these back in the day would have been awesome. I love it. I can't wait to display it. Check out the Wubble Rumblers wherever you shop for toys. And that's all I got for this edition of Digging Up the Dead Man. Be sure to subscribe to the Talking Taker YouTube channel for more unboxings and, of course, our monthly Talking Taker podcast with me and Travis White, digging up the career of the dead man. Definitely check out our Hall of Fame special episode that is available on the YouTube channel. And, yeah, like and subscribe, share this one with your friends, and as always, take her easy.